Hello students, welcome to Accounting Explained at AccountWise Academy. This is Latha Venkateshwaran. Today we are going to see chapter 4 of class 11 NCERT Accountancy syllabus. The chapter name is Recording of Transactions 2. If you want to look into the important questions and MCQs, you can always look into our shorts of our channel Accounting Explained. We know that in journal we record all the transactions, right? So if it is a small business, it is easier for us to record all the transactions in one book. Think of a business which is very big, that is a big industry like a car manufacturing industry or a computer manufacturing industry, very big industry, automobile industry. Then recording all the transactions in one book, it is very difficult. In such case, we use special journals. So special journals help in streamlining the recording of repetitive business transactions. Can you give me one account, example of one account where it will be repeated in the business, repetitively used in the business? I'll give you 2 seconds. Yes, you are correct. Cash and bank. They are repetitively used in the business. Whether you purchase or whether you sell or you pay salary to your customers, okay, or you pay rent, electricity, everything cash and bank is repetitively used. This approach improves efficiency and accuracy, especially for businesses with a high volume of transaction. That's what I told you, for big industries like automobile. Special journals are used to record repetitive business transactions efficiently. Repetitive, like for cash and bank I told you. Common special journals, examples of special journals which are used commonly in a business are cash book, purchase return book, sales book and sales return book. Journal proper is used for transactions that cannot be recorded in special journals. If any transaction which cannot come in this category, okay, that cash book, purchase return book, sales book and sales return book, then journal proper is prepared. Okay, special journals simplify accounting work and enable division of labor. So it is very easy. If you want to see one cash transaction, instead of going through the journal book page by page, you take the cash book and see if it will be easy to point out one transaction on a particular date. Okay, transactions are initially recorded in special journals. First it's recorded in special journals and then posted to the ledger accounts as usual. Cash book, it is one of the examples of special journal. Now we are going to see cash book. Okay, cash book records all cash receipts and cash payments. All the cash receipts and cash payments will be recorded in the cash book. It starts with the opening balance of cash book, cash or bank. Example, I'll take cash book, cash account. Okay, cash account, left side is your receipts and right side is your payments. Cash account is an asset, so it will always have a debit balance. So opening balance will always be on the debit. 1124 for example, to balance brought down. If the balance is 5,000, we write 5,000 here. Okay, cash book serves as both a journal and a ledger account for cash. It is both a journal and a ledger account. Okay, transactions involving cash are not recorded in the journal. It is not written in the journal book separately. It is taken to the cash book. Okay, when a cash book is used. Instead of, you can call this cash account cash book. No separate cash or bank account is needed in the ledger since it is separately opened and it serves both as a journal and ledger. No need to open cash book or cash account separately in the ledger. Now we are going to see single column cash book. In this video we are going to cover single column cash book. Okay, single column cash book records all cash transactions of the business in chronological order. You know now what is chronological order, that is date wise. That is, it is a complete record of cash receipts and cash payments. When all receipts and payments are made in cash, by a business organization only, the cash book contains only one account column on each debit and credit side. If the business uses only cash transactions, it does not use any bank transactions, then single column cash book is opened by the business. In such a case only single column cash book is opened by the business. One thing I want to say, this cash book is very popular among all the businesses. Let it be small or big or medium sized business, all the businesses will have cash book. Okay, so this is the format of single column cash book. Cash book, as usual, it is like any other ledger account. On the left side it will be DR, on the right side it will be DR, and you will have 4 columns on the left side: date, receipts, ledger folio, amount. See, it is similar. In the ledger account, what you will write instead of receipts, you will write it as particulars, right? So in cash book you are writing as receipts. And on the right column, same thing is maintained. Date, instead of receipts here you are writing payments, ledger folio and amount. Here the opening balance and all the income of the business will come on the left side, and here all the payments and the closing balance carried down will be written on the left side. That's all. It's very easy cash book, single column cash book. By this time you should be thorough with the accounting equations, journal entries, ledger postings. If you have any doubt or you want to have a better understanding for the lessons 1, 2 and 3, I will be sharing the link in the description box. You can go through it. Okay, now let us solve a question on single column cash book. The question is as follows. Enter the following transactions in the single column cash book of Messrs. Rupa Traders for the month of November 2017. Number 1, cash in hand 30,000. Number 4, cash receipt from Gurmeet 12,000. Number 8, insurance paid annual installment 6,000. Number 13, purchase furniture 13,800. Number 16, sold goods for cash 28,000. Number 17, purchase goods from Mudit in cash 17,400. Number 20, purchase stationery 1,100. Number 24, cash paid to Rukmani in full settlement of account 12,500. Number 27, sold goods to Kamal for cash 18,200. Number 30, paid monthly rent 2,500. Again Number 30, paid salary 3,500. Number 30, again deposited in bank 8,000. This means deposited cash in bank. Okay, rupees 8,000. The solution from the problem is as follows. First, in the books of Rupa Traders we have to write. Then what we are preparing? We are preparing a cash book. Write cash book. Okay. So on the left side is your debit. This we have already seen in the ledgers, right? On the right side is CR. And there are 6 columns. Date, receipts, ledger folio, amount, again date, payments, ledger folio, amount. Okay. So usually in a ledger account, instead of receipts we will write particulars, right? And here also we will write particulars. But in the cash book, on the right side we are going to write receipts, and on the left side we are going to write payments. Whatever the receipts we are receiving, that will be written on the right side. Usually right side starts with what? Starts with 2. Okay. And the left side starts with by. So this is same as we do in the ledger account. First, what is the first transaction or entry? November 1, cash in hand rupees 30,000. So November 1 is the first date of the month. Here we are preparing this cash book for 1 month, November 1 to November 30. So November 1 already we have cash of rupees 30,000. This means this is your opening balance. Cash is an asset, no? So it will always have a debit balance as the opening balance. So when you write the opening balance, you should write as, first write date, okay, 1/11/2023. You should write as to balance brought down 30,000. Okay, this is the way we have to write. If the balance is on the credit side, opening balance, then you have to write by balance brought down. Here cash, universally cash will have only positive balance. Will you have a negative balance of cash in your hand? No. Right? No. Yes. So it will always be 2 balance brought down for a cash book. That is 30,000. Next transaction is cash receipt from Gurmeet, rupees 12,000. What is the journal entry for that? Cash. Cash is going to come in. So cash is going to increase. That is an asset. Asset is increased. Cash account debit to Gurmeet will be the entry and the amount is 12,000 rupees. This is the cash book. So opposite to cash book is to Gurmeet on 4/11/2023 on the debit side you will write to Gurmeet 12,000. Okay. Another easier way to write is cash receipt from Gurmeet means your receipt is increasing. That is another name for receipt is income. Okay. Your income is increasing. When the income increases, you have to write on the debit side. That is on the receipt side. So when you write on the receipt side, it will start with 2. To Gurmeet 12,000 directly you can write. Okay. Next transaction is on November 8, insurance paid, that is annual installment of rupees 6,000. On November 8 we have paid the insurance. So payment, paid means it should come on the payment side. Payment side on 8/11/2023, payment side starts with buy. Buy insurance 6,000. If you want, I'll just give the journal entry. Journal entry for payment of insurance is insurance is an expense, so debit it, insurance account debit to cash. Okay, this is the journal entry for payment of insurance. Next transaction is purchased furniture rupees 13,800 on November 13th. So purchase furniture again is a payment. So it has to come on the payment side on 13/11/2023. Payment starts with buy. Buy furniture 13,800. Journal entry for buying furniture is, so furniture is an asset, right? So when you purchase asset, you have to debit it. Furniture account debit. So you purchased it with cash to cash is the entry. Okay. Next transaction is sold goods for cash 28,000. So when you sell goods, your receipts or your income increases. Another name is cash inflow increases. So you have to debit it. When you debit, it will start with 2. 16/11/2023, 2 sales 28,000. Now let us see the journal entry. Journal entry for cash sales is cash account debit. As your asset cash increases, you are debiting cash to sales. Sales is your income, so crediting it. Okay, this is the journal entry. The next transaction is on November 17th. Purchased goods from Mudit in cash 17,400. So purchased goods means your payment is increased. So you have to write it on the payment side 17/11/2023. Payment starts with buy. Buy purchases 17,400. Okay, entry for that is for purchases in cash is purchase is an expense. So purchases account debit. It has to be debited to cash is an asset that is decreased. Value is decreased. So you have to credit it. Purchases account debit to cash is a journal entry. Next transaction is on 20/11/2023. Purchase stationery 1,100. So stationery is an expense payment. On the payment side, you have to write on 20/11/2023 buy stationery 1,100. Journal entry for that is stationery is an expense, so debit it. Stationery account debit to cash is an asset. Asset is going to be reduced in value, so to cash. That is a journal entry. Next transaction is on November 24th. Cash paid to Rukmini in full settlement of account rupees 12,500. So we are paying cash now, that is your payment is going to increase. On 24/11/2023 on the payment side by Rukmini 12,500. Since you are paying Rukmini, she would have been your creditor previously. Rukmini. See here on full settlement. Okay, creditor means she would have got a credit balance. Now you are cancelling that credit balance by paying. When you cancel the credit balance, you have to debit. That's why you are going to debit Rukmini account debit. So your cash, you're paying by cash. Your cash asset is an asset that is going to decrease in value. So to cash account is the journal entry for the same. Next transaction is on 30th November. Paid monthly rent of rupees 2500. Again payment. So payment side 30/11/2023 by rent 2500. Entry for the same as rent is an expense. Rent account debit to cash. Okay. Cash is an asset. It is decrease in value. So you are crediting it. Next transaction is on 30th November. Paid salary rupees 3500. Again payment is increased. So on the payment side 30/11/2023 by salary 3500. Journal entry for the same is salary is an expense. So debit salary. Expense is increased. So debit salary to cash. Cash is asset. Asset value is going to be decreased. So credit it. The last entry is on again November 30th. Deposited in bank rupees 8000. This means they have deposited cash into bank. Okay. When you deposit cash into bank, your cash balance is going to be reduced. So we have to write it on the payment side on 30/11/2023 by bank 8000 rupees. Okay. But now we'll see the journal entry for the transaction. Journal entry is you are depositing cash into bank, right? So bank account is going to be increased. Bank is an asset. So that account is going to be increased means bank account debit to cash is an asset. That balance is going to be decreased. So you are crediting cash. This journal entry is very important because when we do the 3-columnar cash book, this is going to help us. So we should understand the process of this journal entry, how and why we are writing this journal entries for doing the 3-columnar cash book. Okay. We have completed all the transaction. Now we will find the balance. On seeing the cash book, we can find that debit balance has more balance when compared to the credit side. Okay, debit side has a more balance. So you will write total 30,000, 12,000, all these things you will total and write the total on both the sides 88,200, 88,200. Okay, now you are going to deduct this 88,200 from these amounts 6,000, 13,800, 17,400, 1,100, 12,500, 2,500, 3,500 and 8,000. On deducting all these amounts from 88,200, we get the balance of 23,400. So on 30/11/2017, you are going to write by balance carried down 23,400. Okay, this is your closing balance. See, your closing balance is on the credit side. When you balance it right. On taking this closing balance to the first of the next month, what was your balance? On 1/1/2017, this would have come from October balance. Okay. So that we will write as to balance brought down. Okay. When you write the closing balance on the credit side, you will write it as by balance carried down. When you are going to take it to the next month, you are going to take it to the opposite side, that is now to the debit side, and you will write 1/12/2017 to balance brought down 23,400. We are going to learn now how to post to the ledger account from your single column cash book. In the single column cash book, we have written cash receipts on the left side of the cash book. Right? No, this is your cash book assuming. We wrote on the left side receipts. All the receipts are taken to the left side, right? Cash payments are recorded in the right side of the cash book and we took the payments to the right side of the cash book. Ledger accounts will be posted in the following way. How? Debit side entries of the cash book are credited to the ledger account. So this debit side entry, no, this is the debit side entry, will be posted to the, suppose this is your ledger account, some account, salary account or any account. If it is on the debit side, it will be posted to the credit side. It will be written as buy. Okay. Similarly, the credit side entry in the cash book will be debited in the ledger. So it will debit side here, credit side will start with buy, no. This will be taken to the ledger to the debit side too. It will start with. That's all. We will analyze cash book entry by entry and we will post it to the ledger account. Okay, respective ledger accounts. Now, first we will take on the receipt side on 4/11/2017 to Gurmeet 12,000. We open Gurmeet account, ledger account. On the debit side, on the left side it is DR, on the right side it is CR, and 8 columns you are going to open. Date, particulars, JF amount, date, particulars, JF amount. This is the Gurmeet account, ledger account. Okay. Here you have debited Gurmeet. In the ledger account, what you have to do? You have to debit. So, you have to credit, sorry. So, on 4/11/2017, here too, no? Credit side it will start with buy. Buy cash 12,000 rupees. Next transaction is on the receipt side we are going to see first. 16/11/2017 two sales 28,000. So you are opening sales account. Similarly on the left side DR, right side CR, everything. All the 8 columns should be opened. And here two sales. 16/11/2017 you have to write buy cash 28,000. And see here another transaction is that on 27/11/2017 two sales 18,200. Again on 27/11/2017 on the right side buy cash 18,200. We have completed the receipt side. Now we will proceed with the payment side. Okay. Now on the payment side, first transaction is insurance. On 8/11/2017 buy insurance 6,000. Now we are going to open an insurance account with all on the left side debit, DR, on the right side CR, and all the columns. Since we have credited by insurance, on the left side we are going to write on 8/11/2017 to cash 6,000 rupees. Next transaction is 13/11/2017 buy furniture 13,800. Open the furniture account. It is buy furniture on the right side of the cash book. Now we are going to write to cash on 13/11/2017 on the left side of the cash book 13,800. Next on 17/11/2017 it is buy purchases 17,400. So open purchases account. It is written on the right side of the cash book. Now we are going to write on 17/11/2017 to cash account on the left side of the ledger account 17,400 rupees. Next on 20/11/2017 stationery account. We have opened stationery account as per the procedure. DR on the left, CR on the right, and all the 8 columns. Now buy stationery means it has to come in the stationery account onto the left side, and we have to write on 20/11/2017 to cash 1,100. Next on 24/11/2017 it is buy Rukmini 12,500. We are opening Rukmini's account and we are writing onto the left side of the Rukmini's account 24/11/2017 to cash 12,500. Next 30/11/2017 buy rent on the right side of the cash book. So on the left side of the rent account which we have opened now 30/11/2017 to cash 2,500. On 30/11/2017 it is buy salary 3,500. Now we are opening a salary account. Here buy salary. So we are writing on 30/11/2017 in the salary account to cash 3,500. Last transaction is 30/11/2017 buy bank 8,000 rupees. Opening the bank account. Here buy bank. So on to the left side of the bank account we are writing 30/11/2017 to cash 8,000 rupees. With this we are completing single column cash book. Now you know two ways to do the single column cash book. First way is to write the journal entry and post it to the cash book. Another thing is taking directly to the receipt side all the transactions which have increases the cash balance, you take it to the receipt side, and all the transactions which is going to decrease the cash balance you are going to take it to the payment side. That is the easiest trick to solve the cash book. Now we have also learned how to do ledger posting from cash book. Okay. With this, we are completing single column cash book. If you would like to inquire about the online classes which I take or to get more worksheets, you can contact us at acc.wiseacademy@gmail.com.